Salsa Savvy Cooking. I'm Paula.
And I'm Mary, and we're the Salsa Sisters with Mary's DowntownSalsa.com. And it's St. Patrick's Day, and we're sure that you're eating the traditional Irish food today. And we're taking one of those recipes, and we're going to twist it up. So what are we calling it?
El Loco Shepherd's Pie.
Hey, it's going to be a little bit crazy. How about that? What we're starting with is a pound and a quarter of ground turkey, because we like ground turkey, but like last time in the other video we did, you could also use ground beef. And instead of the traditional
Tomato sauce.
well, actually it's brown gravy that you would put in your shepherd's pie, we're going to add an enchilada sauce. So just enough to moisten the meat. This is a large can, so you probably could even get away with a smaller can than that. But I wanted to, and I know you can't see this, but
it just covered the meat.
Just covered.
Yeah. And how much meat did you have there? A pound?
a pound and a quarter.
Pound and a quarter.
Because that's how, the turkey that I buy, it is a pound and a quarter. You probably could even go with a pound and a half if you wanted to have a little bit more meat in there. And this week we're using the black bean and corn salsa. Love to cook with this, but what I was realizing is we haven't really done a lot with this yet. So we're going to use that this week because it's got corn and black beans. And usually, imagine that. And usually in the shepherd's pie, there's a vegetable. So
right.
I've seen it with peas and corn. Mm-hmm. So that's why I selected this salsa for this week. So we're going to add an entire container of the salsa in there. Mm-hmm. Throw that one to the side and just mix this all together.
Ooh, that looks good.
Yeah, and I know it's hard for y'all to see because we don't have the, technology yet. So I'm going to mix this together, and while I'm doing this and adding it to the pan, Paula's going to add some green chilies to our mashed potatoes. I made homemade mashed potatoes earlier, and it ended up being about, looks like 5 cups there, and we're going to use that to cover our meat mixture. Oh boy. That out of the way.
That smells good.
Yeah, well, here we go. Smells good. Wish you could smell everything that's here together. Now we've preheated our oven already to 375. So it's hot, it's ready. Here, we're going
to dump it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just spread it really quickly though.
Oh.
It always takes us so long to
That's because we're perfectionists.
cut things up and spread things around. With my mashed potato, I like to leave the skins on my mashed potatoes, but for this recipe I didn't. I peeled the potatoes, I add sour cream and
You definitely
milk.
needed all everything you put in there, because that's just covering it.
I know. I was a little worried I might have had too much, so. But you cover it all up. And then we're going to coat it with cheese. Big surprise there, but that's what they normally have is a cheese topping, and this is the Mexican blend. And we're covering this all with cheese. I just thought that, the chilies and the mashed potato, that changes it up a little bit as well. And this is 2 cups of shredded Mexican cheese.
That was really good.
Yeah, it almost looks like an enchilada pie, similar to what we made last week, or tacos.
This is going to be tasty.
All right. Ooh.
I don't know if you have enough cheese there.
I think I don't. You might not want that much cheese, but 2 cups of cheese. You can lighten it. Just, when you do things at home, you can do whatever you want. Right, Paula? That's what we said. We can do whatever we want. It's our recipe.
So now we got to put in the oven in 375 for 20 minutes?
20 minutes. You just want to get it all heated through. And then we will be back to share some with you. Well, if we could. But at least we'll make our sounds for you. All right. We'll be right back. We have our delicious casserole here. Looks yummy. Crispy around the edges. Lots of cheese on top. That's really what I like. So we're going to scoop out a little bit to try. Ooh, that looks good.
Oh, yum. I'll wait for you to get your
Wow, aren't you nice?
scoop. Sometimes I can be.
All right, look at that. That looks so
Hey, we
good.
scooped it out in record time.
It didn't take us an hour, although it's very warm. So we're gonna take a little. Woo! That's just crazy.
That's Loco.
It's very good.
That is delicious.
And in the spirit of St. Patrick's Day, we are going to do, because we're good Irish girls, a shot. So, may you have the luck of the Irish the rest of the year. Cheers, Paula. Olé. Have a mustache. That's good. All right, well, we're not going to drink the rest of that bottle, really. Paula's going to yoga.
That would not be a good thing.
Well, thanks again. Don't forget, share your recipe ideas on Facebook. I saw a few go up the last week, and that's awesome. Thanks for sharing, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week. Happy St. Patrick's Day.